The Chicago Bulls could be starting next season without Lonzo Ball ready to go. Let's talk about it, starting now. Now, if you are new to the channel, please like the video. Please subscribe to the page. We do talk Chicago sports daily on this channel. We're the only channel talking Chicago sports, how Chicago talks, so make sure that you get in tune with us, man. Bulls still have some concerns around Lonzo. We are now 4.5 months away from Lonzo Ball going out with the initial left knee injury, right? And Darnell Mayberry of The Athletic says that there is a growing concern and possibility that Lonzo Ball might not be ready to go by the start of next season. Now, in the grand scheme of things, right, is it a huge issue if he's not there at the start of the season? No, because if he's there at the end of the season, who cares? That's when we need him to be healthy. But there is some concern here that this could be a growing issue outside of just this single incident, right? Because Lonzo's been a guy who's been injured throughout his career. He's had the knee injury before. He's had surgery on this same knee before. This is now his second surgery on this knee. And you do have some concerns that this could become a chronic issue for the Chicago Bulls as they signed him to a 4-year deal. Now, granted, the fact that he's 24 makes you feel a little bit better about this moving forward, but there's concerns in the front office around Lonzo's knee and growing that, hey, he was a major part of this team. He was a major part of what we wanted to do offensively, defensively. Are we going to have to build this team a little bit different going into the start of next season because Lonzo Ball isn't here? That is a concern that the Bulls could have surrounding Lonzo's knee, and the fact that, you know, when we talk about him moving forward here, we are now, like I said, 4.5 months from him going out and being sidelined with this knee injury. And the Bulls made the playoffs. Like, if the Bulls were still in the playoffs, or if they had made the ECF, they wouldn't have had Lonzo the entire way. And we're still not talking about it moving in the right direction, not talking about it getting better, not talking about him being able to ramp up. We're still having the same conversations that we were having 4.5 months ago. So I understand wholeheartedly why there's some concern there. I am now concerned even more about Lonzo Ball because there's now the possibility that he could have to go under the knife. Now, before I continue with the video, I want to know how you guys feel. Do you feel like Lonzo Ball will be back by the beginning of next season? Let me know in the comments below. I'll be down there talking with you as well. Are you as concerned as the rest of us are on this topic as well? Let me know. I'll be down there talking with you as well. So here's the thing. Lonzo, we knew Lonzo was going, you know, LeVar said he's going to get Lonzo back home. Lonzo's going to do some rehabbing back in LA. And I thought that that was good for him, you know, because there is something to be said. Some guys are very finicky, right? There's a lot of guys, one, that have their dads train them. That's not out of the question. It's not like, oh my God, LeVar is going to train them. Like, no. And listen, LeVar might have a point with it, right? Because you might be talking about LeVar Ball as the guy that, like, oh, what's he know? He's not a trainer. But he did grow up training his sons. He did grow up building his son's diet out. He did grow up essentially getting them to the point where they got in the NBA. And that's when Lonzo kind of changed up his diet according to LeVar. So, and when those differences came, that's where the injuries came. And to his credit, he said that you haven't seen LaMelo. LaMelo's been playing professionally for years now, and you haven't seen him have major injury like this, but Lonzo's kind of keep popping up. But on top of all of that, right, Lonzo's also going to see a specialist outside of the organization. And he says that it's possible that this doctor could recommend another procedure, which would essentially, in my mind, right, I'm thinking, okay, are we talking 6 to 8 weeks again here? Or, because this could be the full removal, could we be talking about 3 months, to the point where you're not going to see Lonzo start to ramp things up probably until training camp? You're not going to see him start recovery probably, or I'm sorry, start rehabbing probably until training camp. And at that point, right, now you do have serious concerns if he does have to have the full removal of the meniscus, because this would be his 3rd surgery on that same knee. So there's a lot of concern around the Bulls organization. I think there's a lot of concern from Bulls fans and the Bulls front office, just because there isn't a real answer why Lonzo's still having these issues. So hopefully this specialist can figure it out. And hopefully we don't have to see Lonzo miss the beginning of next season. But like I said, if he misses the beginning of next season, you can live with that, right? As a Bulls fan, I can live with him missing the beginning of next season. What I can't live with is him missing another playoff run, him not being there in the second half of the season. That's when we need him, right? Like, listen, as Bulls fans, we know from this season, the beginning of the season is fun. It doesn't matter nearly as much as the second half of the season does. And listen, the Boston Celtics went on a run when? Second half of the season. They're sitting in the NBA Finals right now. So hopefully Lonzo's back and better than ever by the beginning of the season. But if he's not, it's not the end of the world. Hopefully we see him back on the court sooner than later. But I do want to know how you guys feel, man. Let me know in the comments below. Do you think Lonzo will be back on the court? Do you feel like he's going to have a third surgery on this? Is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? I'll be down there talking with you as well. To continue watching our Chicago Bulls content, make sure that you click the links on the screen, man, or check the links in the description below. As always, it's your boy Pat the Designer back at it again. Y'all stay safe out there, Chicago. Peace.